Okay. Music. All right, everybody, welcome and sorry for the delay, but having some technical issues here since this Windows 10 update yesterday, and I think we got everything worked out. Hopefully, we'll find out in a little bit. But we're here tonight with the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series for Chase Race number 2 at Dover, and I'm joined tonight with Tim Giles up in the booth, and he's gonna come hang out up here and call the race with me. What's going on, Tim?
Oh, not a lot, Paul. Looking forward to a good race tonight.
Yeah, so am I. We've been watching these guys going around out here, and it doesn't look too bad. You know, we're going to see the usual coming out of 2, coming out of 4 guys that push it a little bit too hard, or a car gets a little bit out of control, and you see how it goes here at Dover. You come out of 2, hit that outside wall, you hit the inside wall, right back up the track.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's definitely unpredictable.
Let's take a quick look here while I get some things set up. And sorry for the delay, everybody. Like I said, we had a Windows 10 update yesterday while we were doing the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series. And when I shut the computer off last night, it was fine. When I turned it back on today, I had no drivers for a bunch of stuff. So I went through a bunch of things to get it back up, and hopefully it's going to stay working. But before we get any further, let's just take a look at the 12 drivers that are in the round of 12. And the way they are right now is Adam Baker, Lupa Gonzalez, David Howard Jr., Keith Maiato, Joe Mitchell, Chris Samard, David Game for Jeff Glockner, Billy Howard, Len McNeese, Aaron Riley, and Dean Viney. Those are the 12 drivers here fighting it out for the chance, you know, to we have one more race, but then we go to the next round. So those are the 12 drivers, and each one of those drivers' numbers will be in red. So if you see their numbers going by and they're in red, you know they are a chase driver. Most of the drivers do have the red numbers on the car, a red spoiler, and a red windshield banner. So try to make it a little bit easier to see, you know, who's who out there. And we're looking at 78 degrees track temperature, air temperature, 103 degrees track temperature, and 55% humidity. So we see a couple of cars going around already. So there's 135 laps here. There is no fast repairs in any of the series at SoMo, so guys are going to have to try and keep their car around till the end. And I see we have about 3 minutes, a little less than 3 minutes left before we get started. So we'll go ahead and we'll run our anthem, and then we'll come back and get ready for qualify. So we'll be right back, everyone.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on me, and He crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and He crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining
All right, we're back here live. We have about 30 seconds left now till qualify. So we'll kind of hang out. We'll wait for these guys to get qualified and see who takes that top spot. The 09 of Keith Maiato. He is one driver that is definitely locked in. He had the win last week at, what was it, New Hampshire. And he locks himself into the chase. So no matter what happens to him tonight, he will definitely be around in round two. We'll see. Last night we did have another chase driver in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series. Chase driver did win that, so there is two chase drivers locked in there. We'll see if they can do a repeat tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a first timer.
I'll tell you what, I know Keith Maiato would like to win it and keep another driver out, or a first timer keep another driver out, because that just closes the door on another chase driver's guarantee to move on. So we're seeing Adam Baker right now going around the track. See what kind of time Adam Baker can put up here. He was pretty quick during warm-up.
Look, Adam Baker on pole right now.
Well, I'm having troubles with this again. It's not updating, so I can't really see who's on the track, who's not on the track. Thought I had all the bugs worked out here. I guess not. Give us a minute, I'll be... All right, sorry about that. I think we got it now. Hopefully that's the end of the problems here. Man, we've just been bombed down with a bunch of problems here lately. Looks like right now Adam Baker, excuse me, is in first. Joe Mitchell in second. Chris Samard in that third spot. And those are chase drivers. Keith Maiato also, the 09 locked in.
Yeah, it looks like Adam Baker's going to take the pole.
We're watching the 71 of Dean Viney. He's shown in 12th right now, coming back out to see if he can put up a little bit better time, maybe get into that 10, and we see him get real loose there and into the wall. And with iRacing, if you do get into the wall, it will not score you for that lap. We see Chris Samard now takes the pole. So Chris Samard will go up to the top. Adam Baker will move back to second. Joe Mitchell will be in third. See Len McNeese right now holding on to that 10th spot. David Howard Jr. sitting in 9th. So like I said, we have 135 laps here tonight. There is no fast repairs, so drivers are going to have to try and come in and get the damage fixed and get back out on the track. And we're just waiting for qualify to end here so we can go ahead and grid them up and get this thing going green tonight. Hopefully we see a real good race. We saw last night in the second chase race in the truck series. Man, there was racing all through the field. These guys were fighting every lap like it was 10 to go.
Yeah, man, that's the way these chase races work, and the closer to the championship they work, the harder and better it's going to get that way.
Yeah, there'll be a whole lot less give. There'll be a lot more take.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to grid them up here, so bear with me a minute. All right, we're looking at Chris Samard here on the pole tonight. Chris Samard, GAC Racing. Adam Baker starting second for MB Motorsports. Third will be Joe Mitchell for MB Motorsports. Keith Maiato for GAC Racing. Fifth place will be Brian Neff. He's with Can-Am. Jim Locking with GAC Racing will start sixth. Seventh will be Jeff Glockner from SoMo Racing. Eighth will be Aaron Riley for SoMo Racing. 9th, David Howard Jr., Diamond State Racing. And rounding out 10th is Len McNeese for GAC Racing. 11th will be Lupa Gonzalez for 575 Motorsports. 12th is Dean Viney for GAC Racing. Starting 13th, Billy Howard for SoMo Racing. And 14th, Travis Wall from Max Rev Motorsports. 15th is David Gainforth for GAC Racing. And Paul Cohen will be starting 16th for GAC Racing. Jay Dubuque will start 17th. And Timothy Lewis will start 18th. And that rounds out your field here tonight. We are at Dover for Chase Race number 2 in the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series Chase for 2017.
Gonna be a good race here tonight.
Yeah. And we see, looks like Chris Samard right now going to take the bottom. Leader does have lane choice on the starts and the restarts. So Chris Samard, if he wanted to take that outside line, he could take it. But we do see him staying down low. We see Adam Baker on the outside. Then we have Joe Mitchell and Keith Maiato in row 2. Brian Neff and Jim Locking in row 3. The pace car does go into pit lane. We're going to see how fast this green flag comes out. Last night the flags were pretty quick.
And they are green at Dover.
And we're live for the second chase race here. And I seen a little bit of contact up on the wall. Chris Samard, though, out front with a pretty good lead. Right behind him, Adam Baker.
They're almost single file already.
And it looks like Adam Baker got a good run on Chris, and he took that lead right back. And I'm not getting any updates right now, so let me try reloading. I don't know what's going on here.
Like Glenn McNeese is spinning, and Travis Wall gets into him a little bit. I don't see a caution yet.
I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not getting anything here, so bear with me for another minute. While we try to fix this. All right, we're back here one more time trying it again. Hopefully it'll stay. We weren't getting any scoring, so I couldn't really tell what was going on. But we did see the 84 of Len McNeese go around. He does get out of the way for for the cars. That'll put him a lap down, but no yellow came out. Really surprised. So right now, Adam Baker is out front. He's got 7 laps led. Chris Samard, who started on the pole, he's sitting in second. We go back to Keith Maiato in third. Brian Neff in fourth in that number 60. Jim Locking, he is sitting in fifth. And then Jeff Glockner is in sixth. And Joe Mitchell in seventh. Looks like we have a little bit of a traffic jam going on a little bit further back. Looks like Luba Gonzalez, Travis Wall, Aaron Riley, and David Howard Jr. all in that mix. And that's 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We got one on the wall.
Joe Mitchell.
Joe Mitchell.
That's going to move Joe all the way back to 11th. Looks like he's got just a little bit of right front damage, but it shouldn't make that much of a difference here if the toe's not knocked out of it.
Yeah, I was looking at Len McNeese there a few minutes ago, and it appears he has a lot of quite significant rear end damage from backing the wall there a few laps ago.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to back it off the track real quick before the leaders came around to catch him, and caused him a little bit more damage than he probably wanted. But right now, Adam Baker's still out front.
I was just going to say, I see Adam Baker and Chris Samard put a little bit of space between them and the field.
See Keith Maiato in the 09, sitting in third. The 60 of Brian Neff, a little bit closing in on him right here. Let's jump inside real quick. We'll take a lap around with Brian Neff as he closes in on Keith Maiato. Kind of give you a feel for what these guys are dealing with out here at Dover tonight. Go back to Lupa Gonzalez right now, sitting in sixth. Right in front of him is Jim Locking. They both are chase drivers. We see Keith Maiato up on the outside. We're with Brian Neff right now. Keith Maiato with the red numbers and the red tail fin on the car. A chase driver. It looks like the 60's got a little bit of right front damage also. Just a little bit on that right front fender. Go back to Jeff Glockner in at number 24. Started 7th, loses 1 spot, sitting in 8th. Let's go take a look at Aaron Riley in that number 33. And he started 8th, currently 9th, and looks like David Howard Jr. going to take a look on the inside. 2 chase drivers, and they are fighting for 9th and 10th. Right now, that's probably your tightest battle on the track right here between the 33 and the 7. So Travis Wall started 14th. He's currently sitting 4th. He does start closing in a little bit on Keith Maiato here.
I see some blinking going on there by Joe Mitchell.
Really?
Yeah, Dean Riney got around him there, and he started blinking all over, and now I'm showing Joe Mitchell back in front of him.
And that's really odd because Joe usually does not have any problems. I don't know what's going on. I've been hit with tons of problems. Seems like a bunch of other people getting hit with problems also.
David Howard looking out the inside of the 24.
See Jeff way up high, David Howard way down low. Plenty of room in between. David Howard Jr. will take that spot. That'll move David Howard Jr. to 8th. Jeff Glockner back to 9th.
53 just getting around the 60.
You got to watch that 53, Lupe Gonzalez, man. That he knows how to drive and save tires.
Yeah, he sure does. He always seems to be there around the end.
As long as he can keep that car out of trouble. He's another one that has bad luck lately. The wrong place, the wrong time. Looks like we're almost down to a 3-car battle right here now with Chris Simard, Keith Maiato, and Travis Wall. That's going to let Adam Baker actually spread a little bit further ahead.
But Keith will get that spot too, at least for now.
Travis Wall going to follow through. So we're going to put Travis Wall in 3rd. Keith Maiato in 2nd. Chris Simard now back to 4th.
Adam Baker seems to be just setting sail on these guys. He's seems to be settled in and just cruising right now.
Yeah, no lap traffic in front, no pressure from behind, so he can pretty much concentrate on his marks. And we see the 60 of Brian Neff all the way back in 16th. So Brian Neff must have had a little incident here somewhere because he was just up in the front. We see left side damage and right side damage now on that car. We see Paul Cohen in at number 51. He just lets him go on by. Paul
Travis
Cohen.
Wall all over the back bumper of the 09.
Jump inside the gyro cam with Travis Wall. See the banking and the bumps on this track. Travis Wall not a chase driver, but Travis Wall wants the win anyway.
He's another one that's always there. He's always competing right for the top spot almost everywhere they go.
And they're starting to pick up a little bit of time now on Adam Baker. You see the 3-car battle there. Adam Baker, Keith Maiato, Travis Wall. You look at the times there. I mean, they are closing in. Once they got single file and stopped the racing side by side, they're able to close it in on Adam Baker. And I do see a lap down car a little bit ahead of Adam Baker, so that may become a factor for somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Who knows? It may benefit that 44 or the 09.
We saw that last night. Joe Mitchell side by side with somebody for the lead. I can't remember who. And they had a lap down car down low. Joe Mitchell was down low and couldn't move up, so he had to back way out of it. And he lost a ton of time to the leader. Go back here to 4th place, Lupe Gonzalez. Back to 5th is Chris Simard, sitting in 6th right now, that 91 Jim Locking. And here comes David Howard Jr. in that 7. And he is sitting 7th, trying to close in. He is gaining some time on Jim Locking. And David Howard Jr. is another driver, too, that knows how to save some tires there for the end. You see him taking a look underneath the 91.
Being a battle heat up between the 101 and the 24. Guys are racing pretty hard.
Yeah, Jeff Glockner falling backwards just a little bit here. Jeff Glockner, well, let me see. Yeah, he started 7th, currently sitting 13th, and we see him up into the wall. Gets that little bit of right front damage. That's going to move him back a few more spots now to 15th. As we see the 60 of Brian Neff able to get by. Let's take a look at Len McNeese in 17th. Len McNeese just not having the night he wanted, man. That car looks pretty tough. Looks like he's, I don't know if he was just coming out of the pits.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I didn't see what happened there, but he was on the apron.
He might be looking to bring it into the pits, either take it behind a wall or try and get some damage repaired. It's a shame, you know, it's not the night he was looking for. So Adam Baker up front right now, 34 laps led. Right behind him, Keith Maiato, another chase driver. And then Travis Wall, a non-chase driver, a part of that equation.
I am showing Lynn McNeese on pit road.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on him and see if he's going to get damages repaired and come back out, or is he going to just pack it up and come back next week.
18 getting around the 91. Battle for the lead right now. We're all within one car length of each other.
Yeah, these guys been fighting it out for a bunch of laps already now. Travis Wall's been trying to get around that 09 of Keith Maiato for quite a while, but just hasn't been able to do it. Keith Maiato up high now, and we do see them closing in on some lap cars. Looks like the 24 of Jeff Glockner, and I think that's the 51 of Paul Cohen. Paul Cohen did get around Jeff Glockner, but they're right now going to get swallowed up by the leaders. So we see Adam Baker right now trying to navigate his way through. That is going to let Keith Maiato and Travis Wall real close.
09 right on the bumper now, the 48. 44 close in tow. They do get around the 51 just fine.
And Jeff Glockner does get a little bit further away from these guys, which is good for Jeff. He wants to be on that lead lap. And these guys are fighting it out pretty hard right here.
These guys are nose to tail. 09 goes a little high. 44 gets underneath.
Just not able to make that pass.
No.
And you see the 09 to keep Maiato right there, man. I mean, he can't get any closer than he's been just now.
No, knocking right on the door he is. It's the type of race we expected to see, though, for sure. Goes to show how comfortable these guys are running with each other, and they can run that close and be competitive and not get into each other.
Let's take a look from inside Keith Maiato's car. Take a ride around with Keith. See him looking on the outside now with the 48. And Adam trying to do everything he can to shut the door on him. A little bit of contact.
Goes high. Adam retains. At least for now. 09 is outside of him. They're side by side coming through the corner.
Right now, Keith Maiato does have that advantage over Adam Baker.
Maiato does lead that lap, I believe.
Yes, he does. You have a new leader here, Keith Maiato. Travis Wall will move into second. Now Adam Baker shuffled back to third. I'll tell you what, man, those guys were fighting it out pretty hard. Maiato was all over the back of that 48 for quite some time.
David Howard getting by the 77.
You see Joe Mitchell back there. Making up a little bit of ground here. Joe Mitchell back up to 7th. And he is right behind the 77 of Chris Samard. See the 51 of Paul Cohn, 1 lap down, does move out of their way. Keep an eye on Joe Mitchell and Chris Samard here. Looks like Joe Mitchell taking it down low. Chris Samard gonna let him go by. I think Chris knows he's got to hang on here for a little bit, waiting for a green flag pit or a yellow to come out. I definitely think he used those tires up and definitely looking for a new set.
Yeah, I wonder if that's not the same thing that happened to the 48. You know, they are late in the run, and he's fading a little bit.
He's still fighting with Travis Wall though. Keith Maiato able to pull out now to about 9/10 lead over Travis Wall. So definitely got a strong car here tonight. Was able to come in and get around. Let's take a look at Aaron Riley right now, sitting in 8th. See if he's going to close in any time on Chris Samard. Aaron Riley did start 8th. He is holding on to 8th. See Timothy Lewis back here in that number 4. He started 18th. He's currently sitting 9th. So Timothy Lewis making up a lot of spots here. Jim Locking started 6th, and he is running in 10th right now. We see Len McNeese is back out on the track, just up into the wall though. Brian Neff started 5th. He's sitting in 11th. And right behind him is Billy Howard in that 07. And Billy Howard, let's see, started 13, currently sitting 12th.
Billy Howard, though, has a mirror full of the leader, about 09. Closing really fast.
Tell you what, it's tough when you're out there and you're giving it all you got, and then here come the leaders to put you a lap down.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely a gut-wrenching feeling, you know?
Yeah. I've been in that position a bunch. It's
Just almost makes you want to go park it, but, you know, we can't give up that easy. So, of course, we stay out and abuse ourselves a little bit more, but it's just, you know, man, night and day difference. Looks like Billy Howard's going to probably bring it down pit road right now, get himself 4 tires, which I can't say I don't blame him. So right now, Keith Maiato out front, and Keith Maiato coming to a 11 laps led, going to be this time by. Second place, Travis Wall. And Adam Baker now looking down on the inside, trying to take second back. Adam Baker will get it. Adam Baker so far with 43 laps led here. See if anybody's able to top that tonight. And we go back to Lupa Gonzalez in 4th. David Howard Jr. in 5th. Joe Mitchell right now sitting in 6th. And Aaron Riley in 7th. A couple of chase drivers still hanging out towards the front.
Chris Martin's sitting back in 9th now after starting up front.
Yeah, I think the tires are just kind of yelling at him right now. He's probably trying to stretch out a few more laps on fuel. Try and use a little bit of pit strategy maybe, and you know, run it a little bit longer and try and get, especially since we haven't had any cautions yet. You know, these green flag runs really kind of throw a wrench in there fuel-wise. Probably a bunch of guys thought there'd be a few cautions by now. We're coming to lap 59.
Yeah, it's been a real good race so far. These guys are doing a good job at keeping it going.
And these guys been racing hard. Not like they've been out there just, you know, cruising around on a Sunday morning.
That's it. You know, that's what they've got to do with it being pace and stuff.
It looks like so far the top 10, which Jim Locking is in the 10th spot, doesn't look like any of those drivers have gone in yet. So we'll have to keep an eye and see which one of these drivers do come in. We see the 4 of Timothy Lewis now giving a little bit of pressure to Dean Viney, but that is not for position. 101 of David Gameforth, though, going to sneak in underneath. And you see David Gameforth on those fresh tires able to just go right on by.
Aaron Riley holding his own in 7th. He's ran right around there a whole race and just staying right with it.
And look at the difference with the 101 catching the 33. It is not for position, but 101 has fresh tires, and it's like having 2 different cars out there. Aaron Riley just let him go right on by, and look at that. I mean, that's the difference in fresh tires and worn out tires.
Yeah, they're 63 laps into the run though, so them tires are being their better days. Oh, it's somebody else on pit road. Who is that? 51, the 91.
Yeah, Jim Locking did bring it down pit road from 10th place. So right now the last car in the lead lap is 9th place, Chris Samard. Don't see anybody slowing down just yet to come in. Back up here with David Howard Jr., number 7. He's sitting in 4th. And we've seen Travis Wall, Adam Baker, Keith Maiato. I mean, those guys have stayed out for extended periods of time where, you know, you wonder how they would stay out that long and still be running. And they seem to do it pretty good. So I don't expect to see them to come in just yet.
I think with it being green the way it is, they're gonna try to make it a one-stop race. You know, I mean,
Quite possible to get her done.
yeah. I mean, it'd be stretching it some, but I mean, one-stop race from here is only a lack of 4 laps, so I guess it would be possible.
I'm just going to keep an eye on the times here and the speeds and see if I see anybody slowing down. But right now, Chris Samard in 9th place is the last driver on the lead lap who has not gone into the pits yet. And we have Chris Samard in 9th, Timothy Lewis in 8th, Aaron Riley in 7th, Joe Mitchell in 6th, Lupa Gonzalez in 5th, David Howard Jr. in 4th, Travis Wall in 3rd, Adam Baker in 2nd, and Keith Maiato in 1st. Keith Maiato coming to 23 laps led, and Adam Baker with 43 laps led. So Keith may be closing in to take that most laps led away from Adam Baker here before the night is over. Adam Baker's about 3.9 seconds back.
That's what I was just gonna say. 4 seconds between first and second. That is.
So without a caution, I mean, that's gonna have Keith's gonna have to mess up big time in the pits in order to have Adam really catch him.
Yeah. I mean,
It looks like Chris Samard just went a lap down.
he's gonna put the 71 a lap down there.
Yeah, looks like Dean Viney now 2 laps down.
44 is on pit road. 60 is coming to pit road.
And you see how slow the 44 is going down pit road? It's like a crawl to these guys. We'll keep an eye on him and see if he has a good pit stop or not. It doesn't look like he made any mistakes or anything. We didn't see him having to back out of his box or all. So Travis Wall and David Howard Jr. now coming down pit road.
33 is also entering pit road. Oh, 9 is still out there.
Yeah, like I said,
Laps
you'll see him stay out, man, till the cows come home.
in.
And if
Serviced and coming back to the track. 53 is slowing for pit road.
you see Luba Gonzalez coming in, the 4 of Timothy Lewis. Keith Maiato, now your leader coming in. That's a good eyes there, man. And if you look, I mean, look how slow that is. That's an agonizing slow speed down the pits.
Yeah. The 60 is back on pit road for a second time.
Yeah, he's got lots of damage. He's 4 laps down, so I mean, he really doesn't have anything to lose except to try and get the handling done on that car. You know, at this point, 4 laps down, you know, come in, try to get it somewhat drivable. So Adam Baker now back out to the lead. Joe Mitchell in second. Those are the only 2 drivers who have not come in yet.
Oh.
And we see Chris Samard, who is a lap down, and he's got fresher tires. He's not too far behind Joe Mitchell and Adam Baker. Oh no, Chris Samard did not come in yet, I believe. He was put a lap down and still hasn't come in. Chris Samard's going to be on a different pit strategy than everybody else. We're going to have to watch that tonight, because that may come into his favor.
7 almost just got into the 48 there.
We hear Chris Samard now slowing down to come in.
Baker is slowed for pit road.
And Joe Mitchell going to stay out and try and lead a lap. He needs to get to that stripe.
He will get there.
Joe Mitchell right now will get a bonus point for leading the lap. Yeah, Chris Samard is on a different strategy than what I figured. Now you see Travis Wall just going by Joe Mitchell. That's going to put Travis Wall back on, and the yellow is out.
60 is around on a front stretch.
Yeah, I saw smoke. I just didn't see where it was coming from. Let's go back real quick, see what happened with the 60. See him behind the 33. Looks like, yep, the back end came out. He does a really good job. Gets it down off of the track, out of everybody's way. Doesn't make any contact with anything, so not too bad.
Car actually looks really good for considering that he's taken that spin there.
It could have been a lot worse. He did not hit anything. I mean, this track to not hit anything, that's amazing. So Travis Wall now down the pits. Joe Mitchell down in the pits. And that's going to shake things up a little bit, because now a lot of these guys are going to be back on the lead lap. I don't know if any of these guys, many guys are going to pit. They just came in.
I was gonna say we got some of these guys that are 1 and 2 laps on, you know, into the run. So I would guess they would stay out. I mean,
Why would you come in? I mean, I don't know. That would be a hard choice, knowing if I'm on the lead lap, there's not that many cars on the lead lap. I may come in for fresh tires and try. If I don't get caught speeding or anything, I'm going to be in front of the lap down cars, so you're not going to lose too many spots.
yeah, because this may be the only caution of the night. I mean, it is the first, and we're 78 laps into this thing. So, I mean, They might be able to go over the distance from here.
So Adam Baker is staying out. Chris Samard behind him. We'll wait for them to come across the line so we can get this scored out right. And we'll see if Adam Baker is going to be scored our leader here. And it's still, now it's showing Travis Wall as the leader.
Showing Travis Wall, Joe Mitchell.
So we'll have to wait one more time for it to go back around. I just think it's not catching up fast enough because I can't see how they could be the leaders and be behind Adam Baker.
Right, right.
And I know sometimes it's just a little bit slow catching up here. Because if you look, here's where Joe Mitchell is and Travis Wall. And they're way back at the end of the field.
Yeah, they're sitting 10th or further back.
Unless, you know what? I think they're going to be taking the wave around.
Is it because they're the lap cars?
I believe they're, yeah, I believe those guys are going to be taking the wave around. I believe it is going to be Travis Wall, your leader, Joe Mitchell, second place, and Adam Baker and those guys are all going to wave around to get behind them.
Oh yeah, you know what? Because they're all showing
Over a,
showing a lap down.
yeah. And they're showing over, look at the time, the gap in between them, 115, 117.
Yeah, they're gonna wave around right here, I'm sure. Yeah, there they go.
Wow.
There's a lot of guys that ended up misfortune there with that caution.
They
A lot of front runners.
kind of fell at the wrong time for a bunch.
Yeah. Can't count them out though. They're all strong drivers, and I mean, yeah, they'll restart the tail end of the lead, but
So look at here. We had 5 lead changes. Travis Wall is your leader right now. This is the first caution, and we are coming to lap 81. Still have 56 laps remaining. Your top 5 are going to be Travis Wall, Joe Mitchell, Keith Maiato, Adam Baker, and David Howard Jr. Now, the guys with the freshest tires on here are the 44 and the 18 because we've seen them just down in the pits. And the 07 of Billy Howard is up there in the front, but he is 2 laps down. So I don't know why they're having him start there, but we'll see if that comes into play with some of these wave around drivers or not.
we are back green.
Travis Wall with a great start.
Yeah, man, I was just gonna say that. He took off like a rocket ship.
Joe Mitchell right there in second. Keith Maiato in third. Definitely going to try and put some pressure on Joe Mitchell. Keith Maiato in that 09, the only driver that is locked in to the next round. He would love to get himself another win here in this race tonight and keep another guy from moving forward. Definitely in contention, sitting in third right now. And we go back to 4th place Adam Baker, who's back here in traffic. He's behind the 71 of Dean Viney, the 84 of Len McNeese.
He is picking his way through, though.
And he's trying to get by that 71. Adam Baker will take it down low.
71 is going to give way, and Adam will take that position.
And then the next driver in 5th place is the 7 of David Howard Jr. Going to try and navigate his way back through, followed by the 53 of Lupe Gonzalez sitting in 6th. And these guys are way back here because they did take that wave around.
Travis Wall is checked out. He's almost a second out on Joe Mitchell.
Dean Viney going around. He makes contact with the inside wall. Is he going to save it? Oh man, he does a great job keeping it, somewhat under control. But wow, that was close. Looked like the 24 of Jeff Glockner got a little bit of damage on the left side, trying to avoid the 71 there, as well as I saw another driver too going through. Man, pretty good job there on Dean Viney keeping that car from, getting a lot worse than it was.
Fred's
Matt-
wall will go by.
Here comes Joe Mitchell now, going to try and work his way around that 71, followed by Keith Maiato. Travis Wall's getting ready to go into another zip code here. So we see Joe Mitchell go by, and here comes the 09 of Keith Maiato. And he will get on by. So the top three moving out. Let's go back to fourth place, Adam Baker, as he goes around the 07 of Billy Howard, who was 2 laps down, sitting in 12th. Right in front of Adam Baker, 1 lap down, is the 101 of David Gainforth in that Mr. Bubble. Man, we got guys everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking. I was just watching Aaron Riley there, and I tell you, he's staying right in it. I mean, sitting 8th right now, and just running a smooth, clean race.
Yeah, he's probably going to try and keep it around to the end and hope for a late caution, maybe do a pit strategy here and try and get himself up to the front. So let's count down our top 10 real quick here. We have Jim Locking right now, started 6th. He's sitting in 10th. David Gainforth started 15th. He is currently sitting 9th. Aaron Riley started 8th, hanging on to 8th. Timothy Lewis started 18th, moves all the way up to 7th. Lupa Gonzalez started 11th. He's sitting in 6th. We see Dean Viney down low. David Howard Jr. started 9th, currently sitting in the 5th place spot. Then we go up to Adam Baker, who started 2nd, sitting 4th. He's got 46 laps led. Keith Maiato, who started 4th, sitting in 3rd. He's got 27 laps led. Joe Mitchell started 3rd, sitting 2nd, and he has 3 laps led. Then we go up to our leader, Travis Wall, started 14th. He is up in the front, and he has 15 laps led. We'll be taking 16 laps led this time by.
I'm showing the 71 on pit road.
Yeah, we seen him going in, and probably for the best. Probably get some of that damage fixed and get back out. It's unfortunate, some of the damages that he just got on that incident with the wall.
Hopefully he'll be able to get back out there, and hopefully he was still above the minimum. It's unfortunate when they have to park it due to that. Completely understandable, but unfortunate for that driver.
There's one more race to try and make this up. Tonight is not the final race here for the chase. This is only chase number 2. We have one more, and then the bottom 4 drivers will drop out. So still got plenty, well, I won't say plenty, but you still have a chance. And next week is Charlotte. So, Charlotte's a pretty good track. Definitely a good track for a lot of drivers. So it could be anybody's race next week. We could have a surprise and have a driver that's, in a must-win situation, take home that trophy. Billy Howard in that 07, sitting in 12th. Gets a little bit squirrely, and he does hang on to it going across that line.
Dean Viney coming back to the track now after sitting through probably some damage repair there.
And we see Aaron Riley right now, last car on the lead lap, sitting in 8th. Aaron Riley in that Lowe's machine, number 33, SoMo Garage. red numbers on the door, red spoiler. I don't know why I want to call it a tail fin. Red spoiler, Chase Driver. And Joe Mitchell has took off a little bit in front of Keith Maiato. You see the distance there between them. That is for second and third.
I was just realizing that Adam Baker, in a matter of 24 laps, has fought his way back to fourth. That is some great driving right there.
Yeah, we've seen him back there in traffic on that, taking that wave around and doing a good job.
That last caution piece.
And not too far behind him, David Howard Jr. right there with Lupe Gonzalez, and they are for position for 5th and 6th. Those are two Chase drivers, David Howard Jr. and Lupe Gonzalez, 5th and 6th. Only about 0.2 difference.
Don't see a whole lot going on around the track right now. There's pretty much all just a...
Looks like everybody's just kind of gripped in and riding it out. Waiting to see if this thing's going to stay green to the end or if another caution's going to come out. And you know what happens when another caution comes out? It just amps the pressure up just a little bit more. But we're watching right now David Howard Jr. as he approaches. I believe that's the 07 of Billy Howard. David Howard Jr. will take it down low. Lupe Gonzalez will follow. Meanwhile, Travis Wall up front, 26 laps led. He's going to get Keith Maiato in a little bit, who has 27 laps led. And we'll see if he can close it in on Adam Baker. Adam Baker has 46 laps led here tonight. So,
It'll be a tight battle on.
possibility Travis Wall could come out of here with the most laps led and a win. Travis Wall wins. That's going to knock out a Chase driver from a guaranteed spot.
Just seen Lupe Gonzalez got by David Howard there about a half a lap ago.
Yeah, it seemed like he was riding behind him for a while, just waiting. And those are two patient drivers right there. They will race hard. They will race each other hard, but they will also race with patience. And you may see in a few laps the number 7 of David Howard Jr. right back on the back bumper of the 53. See David Howard Jr. in the Butler Furniture Toyota Camry. Butler Furniture, a sponsor here at SoMo Racing League. David Howard Jr. running the Butler Furniture logos for the rest of the season. And a yellow. Looks like the 51 of Paul Cohen. Let's go take a look. We see Paul Cohen going into the turn. Probably what I'm going to say, same thing is, I bet you the back end just came out. Oh, a little contact with the outside wall, then back up to the outside wall. The 101 of Game 4 trying to avoid it makes a little bit of contact on the inside. But not too much damage. We still see, I believe he's still running. Travis Wall going to lead everybody down pit road.
Yeah, it looks like just lappers are gonna stay out, and leaders are coming.
And while these guys go down pit road, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll go to continuous racing, and we'll be right back.
Butler Furniture is a family-owned discount furniture and mattress, living room, bedroom store based in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Since opening, Butler Furniture has served customers in Mountain Home, West Plains, Harrison, Batesville, Searcy, Russellville, Conway, Cabot, Rogers, Springdale, and Jonesboro. We can help you select your new furniture and mattress, living room, bedroom purchase at any budget. We look forward to seeing you at Butler Furniture. Our knowledge of the furniture and mattress, living room, bedroom sets we sell sets us high above the competition. We look forward to seeing you at Butler Furniture.
Do more and stay active with O2 Dermalief, the ache and pain relief gel like no other. No smell, no tingling sensation, and no greasy feel. O2 Dermalief is a natural pain relief for everyday aches, pains, bumps, and bruises. Oxygen is the secret. It's the natural way to relieve and revitalize. Your joints, muscles, and skin need oxygen to thrive, and O2 Dermalief delivers a rich supply of molecular oxygen in a new, state-of-the-art formula. Every day we hear new stories of pain relief from satisfied customers. Shouldn't you try O2 Dermalief too? Score a $5 discount on your purchase of O2 Dermalief. Visit O2Dermalief.com and use promo code SoMo999. That's the letter O, the number 2, Dermalief.com, and enter SoMo999 to get your $5 discount.
All right, and we're back here live. We see the laps are winding down. 25 laps to go. Getting ready for the restart here. Top 5, Travis Wall, Keith Maiato, Joe Mitchell, Adam Baker, Lupa Gonzalez. Take a look at our race summary. We've had 5 lead changes, 2 cautions so far. I expected to see a lot more cautions tonight at this track. I'm really surprised to see only 2 cautions so far, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like I say there earlier, it just goes to show these guys are comfortable running around each other, and they give and take. All of them seem to, and these races have really got to where they're, these guys are able to show what they've got with the fact, I mean, they can run 112 laps with 2 cautions in a chase race.
And if you take a look, too, through first place is Travis Wall. He is not a chase driver. He would have been a chase driver, but he wasn't eligible for the amount of races that he had. But from second place all the way back to 11th, I believe they're all chase drivers. I mean,
Yeah,
so they're all right there.
Yeah, that is.
So Travis Wall right now has, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine, Paul. I was just saying these guys never disappoint. I mean, they always put on a good show for.
So now I'm confused because I'm seeing Travis Wall as the leader. Okay, yeah. Travis Wall is your leader. He's got 27 laps led. Keith Maiato's got 34 laps led. No, Travis Wall's got 34. Keith Maiato's got 27. And we're back green.
I don't expect any of these guys to give an inch from here on out. It's going to be some hard racing. Travis Wall will come through too, though, with the lead.
And look at them behind them fighting it out. Joe Mitchell, Adam Baker, Lupa Gonzalez. They do kind of single file it out right there.
I think David Howard has the best seat in the house right now. Sitting right on top of him, but far enough back in case something happens.
Yeah, hopefully he can react fast enough and get that car woed down in time. Aaron Riley moves up 1 spot to 7th. Jim locking in 8th, right behind him, another chase driver.
And Paul Cohen returned to the track.
You see the 18 Joe Mitchell right now sitting in 3rd. Seen Joe have a little bit of trouble early on. He does get in front of Adam Baker. Lupa Gonzalez now in front of David Howard Jr. No, he was in front of him. Travis Waldo taking off 6/10 ahead.
Yeah, man.
Keith Maiato in 2nd, Joe Mitchell in 3rd, closing in just a little bit on him. And then Adam Baker right behind here, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And here's the times that they're separated by. So
Just over 17 to go, and these guys are right within striking distance of each other. Anything can happen.
You see Joe Mitchell just lose a spot to Adam Baker. So Adam Baker now up to 3rd, Joe Mitchell back to 4th. Lupa Gonzalez now closing in on Joe Mitchell. That is for 4th and 5th. Lupa Gonzalez down low. See if he can do anything on that inside line. And it looks like he is going to take that position right now from Joe Mitchell. So Lupa Gonzalez is going to go to 4th. Joe Mitchell back to the 5th place spot. Back here now, Aaron Riley and Jim Locking. Jim Locking pretty close to that back bumper. Jim's starting to take a look low. Trying to set him up.
Keith Maiato closing in on Travis Wall there a little bit. Got him down to just a couple tenths.
Yeah, Keith Maiato has a long run car. And look, Adam Baker slowly sneaking into that picture now. So we may have a 3-car battle here for the win as we round down these laps. Let's go back here, Jim Locking and Aaron Riley. Jim Locking was not able to get around him, and Chris Samard 1 lap down behind them. First car in the lucky dog spot. Go back up front, see if Maiato's making any headway here. "13 laps to go." I think I would try and just give, let him know that I'm there, let him see me in the mirror. But I don't think I would try to make a run for it just yet.
Yeah, I think it's a little too early to make a move. I think he's staying within striking distance and going to wait right down to the last couple.
I'd say probably about 5 or 6 laps to go, maybe. This way you have plenty of time to try and not burn him up too quick. As you can see, he can get right to the back bumper of the 44. Then he kind of pulls it back just a little bit. And now he's working his way back up to the bumper again. Go back here, Aaron Riley in 7th, Jim Locking in 8th. Aaron does separate a little bit from the 91 of Locking, so take some of that pressure off him. Go up to 6th, David Howard Jr. running by himself, no pressure from behind or from the front. Back to Joe Mitchell in 5th, also kind of running by himself right there. Then Lupa Gonzalez in 4th, not feeling any pressure from anybody.
Under 10 to go now.
And we're back up here with the 3 in the front.
These guys are almost nose and tail. It's going to be a tight finish.
You're only looking at a couple of tenths between them.
Yeah, Baker. Looks like he's feeling out the back bumper of the '09 there to see what it's going to take to get around him in the closing laps.
Let's jump in with Adam Baker. We'll take a lap or two around with him. Jump up to our leader, Travis Wall. See a clear road up ahead as we come to 5 laps to go. So right now, lap traffic not going to be that much of an issue for Travis.
Yeah, they're not going to get to him, I don't think, by the end. I think it's going to be a 4-car battle for the lead because I don't think we can count out Lupe Gonzalez just yet.
He's not too far behind. If these guys start getting side by side, it will bring him in, but we are now at 4 laps to go. If you look at the times there, I mean, you're only looking at a couple of tenths back to Maiato, and then a couple tenths from Maiato to Baker, so they're all within striking distance. What Travis Wall needs to do is just keep his eyes forward and concentrate on hitting those marks.
Chances are, though, he's doing more mirror driving than he is looking through that windshield right now.
It looks like Adam Baker having a little bit of a hard time losing some ground. I think his tires are starting to yell back at him, so Keith Maiato now trying to close in as we're here with 2 laps to go. Keith Maiato within 2 tenths of striking distance, going to try a run high up on the outside.
Travis Wall takes a white flag.
Travis Wall coming out of 4. Oh, Maiato into the wall. Travis Wall does take the win. Wow, that was a pretty good run right there.
Yeah, man. Like I say, these guys don't disappoint.
Yeah, Travis Wall definitely put on a good show there. Keith Maiato tried to do everything he can to get caught up with him and got real close there. Made a little bit of contact with the wall, but kept it alive. Does take it home second. Adam Baker does take it home third. That was a great race right there. 135 laps here at Dover and only 2 cautions with hard racing all the way through. That's just amazing.
Yeah, for sure. You got to give it to these guys. I mean, they come in here week in, week out, and give the fans, give the viewers, give the fellow competitors everything exactly what they're looking for.
So here's Adam Baker sitting in third. Let's take a look at some stats here real quick. Adam Baker started second and he finishes third with 46 laps led. Unfortunately, Travis Wall will take the most laps led with 57, but Adam Baker, man, with a really, really good run here. 46 laps led. We're going to wait a minute. We'll try to get a word in with Adam Baker. We'll let him talk it over with his crew and his teammates real quick, and we'll jump into the channel and grab him and talk about his race here tonight. right, we'll take a word in here with Adam Baker. Adam Baker, this is Paul and Tim up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what. That was an exciting race, and that was definitely a great finish there, man. You, Keith Maiato, Travis Wall, the top three, fighting it out, man. For those laps, and within 2/10 striking distance of each other. That was definitely an exciting part of the race right there. How you feeling, man? You sweating?
Oh yeah, it feels a lot like yesterday. Just trying to charge my way to those guys, and I think I was about the third fastest car here tonight, and those two guys up in front, they ran a great race. Keith was insanely fast on that first run, and Travis, I think he started in the back, and I mean he got right up to us there in the first run, and second run I think he took off. I was kind of mired back there after taking the wave around, but yeah, it was a great race. I don't know how many cautions we had, only 2 I think.
Yeah,
but,
2 cautions.
Yeah, I mean that's incredible for this track, especially the way the cars were handling. They were pretty loose, especially in practice and qualifying. I mean, really loose coming out of 2 and 4. But it was a lot of fun, really clean race, and I'm glad to come out of here with the top 3.
Yeah, and we saw that. I mean, nobody was really taking it easy tonight. We saw racing all the way through. It wasn't like anybody was out here for a Sunday drive. So definitely a great job. We did see when you guys took that wave around. We went back to you. I believe you were like in 6th or 7th place, and we saw you stuck back there in the traffic. And a few laps later, we saw you back out towards the front in 4th or 5th, and did a good job picking your way through. Kind of being a little bit patient aggressive to get your way through, man. But not a bad move taking that wave around and getting back up into contention, man. But 46 laps led, definitely something to talk about. Definitely some momentum going into next week's race at Charlotte. Next week will be the last race. You coming here in a good position coming into the race tonight, so you're I don't want to say guaranteed, but you're probably 99.9% moving on to chase race number 3. But it would have been nice to get a win and not, definitely secure another driver not coming in. But next week is Charlotte, man. Charlotte should be pretty good for you.
Yeah, I think we ran pretty well there earlier in the season. I think that was one of my better races in these cars. I really like the 1.5 miles in these, and the setup seemed to be getting a little bit better. Tonight was really loose, and I do enjoy that. But on those bigger tracks, it's not necessarily the thing you want. So we'll see what it feels like.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, congratulations on 3rd place here tonight. I know it's not a win, but 46 laps led. Definitely nothing to be ashamed about, man. Great run here. You worked your way back through traffic and got yourself back up to a good spot. Couple of bonus points to carry you over into the next round. So definitely a great job here, man. And you guys did a great job, man. 2 cautions for 135 laps. That's awesome. Before we let you get out of here and celebrate, anybody you want to shout to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys up there in the booth at SR Broadcasting for all that you do. It's so much fun to go back and watch these races. I'd like to thank all the admins for everything that they do, all the other drivers for racing cleanly and with respect. It was another great race tonight. I'd like to thank my teammates. Joe had a great run there, and glad to get a couple guys in the top 5 here tonight. And I'd like to thank the sponsor for the league and the race, Xfinity, or the Xfinity Series, Lazy Days Racing, and all the fans that came out and watched.
Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate it, and congratulations again on the run here tonight. 46 laps led, and we'll look for you next week at Charlotte.
All right, thank you.
All right, you go celebrate, dude. All right, we'll see if we get caught up with Keith Maiato. You want to talk to him, or you want me to talk to him, Tim?
I'll let you this time, Paul, and then maybe next time.
All righty.
Just so I get to feel how it's done.
Yeah, no problem.
It's not what I wanted.
All right, Keith Maiato. This is Paul and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4.
Hey, man, great run here. It looked like you had a really strong car there. Definitely a great long-run car. 28 laps led, started 4th, finished 2nd. Hard charge at the end, man. Break us down on that last start.
and just go after Travis. I was trying to keep up with him, and I couldn't do it in the beginning of the run, but I've I realized that I just have to put a little more wheel into it, and then I can keep up. But it's too hard to pass. It was pretty much one groove once you got some laps into the tires.
Yeah, we were watching there at that final run, man. You were all over the back bumper. I think we were a little more than 20 something laps to go, and me and Tim were up here talking about it. And I said, I think I'd wait a little while before I try and really pour it on so I could try to save something. And you closed in on him really good a bunch of times, man. But just couldn't get it done there at the end. But you still take home second with 28 laps, man. He was checked out. You had a really fast car. Adam Baker looked like he had a really fast car, man. How coming into tonight's race, did it feel good knowing that you're locked into the next round?
It did, yeah. It made it so I can be a lot more aggressive towards the end of the race there because I stepped out way too many times on the corner exit, but it definitely makes it easier knowing that I'm in the next round.
Yeah, well, you get some bonus points for leading some laps here tonight, and you come home second, which is definitely going to help you, with some points. Next week is Charlotte. How you feel about heading there for the final race of the this part of the chase?
No, I got an all-star win there. I don't know. I can't remember how I'm like on the long run, but usually with the 1.5 mile ovals, I'm pretty decent there. So I think I'm a little confident.
Well, you know what's pretty good? Even though Travis Wall's not a chase driver, he grabs the win, so that keeps another chase driver out from being securely locked in. So, that's going to kind of affect things a little bit here in points because, if a chase driver would have got that win or you would have got that win, you could have kept somebody out. So, I mean, it's kind of in your favor that Travis did get that win if it wasn't going to be you instead of a chase driver. But it's definitely going to feel good going into Charlotte next week, knowing that you don't have to worry about it. Regardless of your outcome, you are moving on to round 2.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, and I know this race I saw Baker catching up behind me, and I'm like, I know he really wants to get that win to move into the next round. But yeah, I guess we'll see how things unfold and how hungry some drivers are, especially the ones that have a chance of being eliminated.
Yeah, because there are a few drivers right now that are in that spot where they need to win in order to advance. And, fortunately for them, Charlotte is a track that it is possible to, get that win. So we'll have to see. But you guys did a great job here tonight, man. 135 laps, 2 cautions. And, man, hard racing all the way through from the drop of the green flag. So definitely a great, great show here tonight. And like I said, second place, 28 laps led. Dude, you took it home in a good spot. Congratulations on it. And before we let you go celebrate, anybody you want to shout to?
Yeah, I'd like to thanks all the sponsors that we have, Lazy Days Racing, for sponsoring our series, and the job you and Tim did tonight.
All right, we appreciate it, man. And good run tonight, man. We'll look for you at Charlotte and go celebrate.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
All right. All right, let's get caught up with our winner here, Mr. Travis Wall. Oh, if I can grab him. Hey, Travis Wall, Paul and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. How's it going?
Going good, man. Congratulations, dude. That was definitely a crazy hard run you had there. Started 14th, take it home in first, most laps led, 57 laps, and stop a chase driver from advancing, bro. Definitely had a strong car out there, man. Run us through your race.
Well, yeah, at the beginning there, I was being fairly easy. Anytime there was like 2 cars that had red numbers on the door, I just made sure that they got single file first. Try to, just ease my way through the field, and I didn't think I would catch the leaders that quick. But once I knew it was Adam, Keith, then me, I did my best to try to get around Keith before he got around Adam. But once he cleared him, he took off like he normally does on these long runs here. But luckily the cautions came out were in my favor in the short run, so I was able to hold him off there at the end.
Yeah, the 3 of you guys were battling it out, man, for a ton of laps side by side. And Tim made a comment up here, too, that it's good to see how comfortable you guys are riding around each other that hard. And to keep it clean, man, 135 laps and only 2 cautions. I mean, that's just insane for Dover. But that just shows you what can be done. But, man, you were definitely on fire. You kept that Piggly Wiggly car clean. 57 laps led, the most laps led, and take it home. And I'm sure Keith is happy about it, but you stop another chase driver from securing a spot into the next round. So that's something, man. I don't know. It just seemed like you were like, once you got out there, you could just check out. Is it just something about the long runs in the car, or this track, or is it just the combination?
Well, this kind of race is a lot like Rockingham, and you saw a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago now when I was in the trucks and the Busch cars how well I suit that track. And same thing here, but still in the long run, Keith definitely had the fastest car. And I mean, if we had another 30 laps to go after that, he'd have gotten around. He'd had it, but luckily it was a short run night, and it worked out great for me.
Awesome. Well, next week is Charlotte. How you feel about going to Charlotte?
Well, last year I felt really good about it, but this year I don't. So hopefully I'll just hang on.
Well, you got a good run here tonight. You started 14th, you finished first, 57 laps. It's unfortunate that you weren't eligible for the chase this year, because you definitely are hot competition, man, for these chase drivers out here. But it's good to see that you're not afraid to come out here and take a win away from a chase driver. And it definitely puts on a good show for us watching. And, we want to continue to see that, and we look forward to seeing what you got next week at Charlotte.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Cool.
All right, man, before we let you get out of here and go celebrate your win, anybody you want to shout out to?
Oh, yeah, I got to thank Piggly Wiggly for definitely showing up on my car every week. It's pretty cool to see them in victory lane and go out there and beat the Winn-Dixie car. And then, thank you for SoMo for a great league to race in. And, can't wait for next week.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again. Great run here tonight. Most laps led takes home the win, and we'll look forward to see what you got there in Charlotte next week, man.
All righty, take care.
All righty. All right, there you have Travis Wall, our winner here tonight. And, started 14, got himself up to the front. You heard him say Keith Maiato probably, if there was a little bit more laps, Keith Maiato probably would have caught him a little bit down the road and possibly gotten on by, but it was just the right timing for Travis Wall to get out in the front and hang on to it. But does a really good job. 57 laps led is not luck for a win. You know what I mean? It'd be different if he just won it on the last lap, but he's got 57 laps led, so that shows he did have a car here tonight that was capable of a win. Great race tonight, Tim.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you say, Travis definitely had a great run, but I do gotta agree. If there was more laps led, Maiato might have been there. I just can't get over the patience and stuff that these guys have with each other to run 135 laps and 2 cautions in a chase race. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, and especially with some of the racing you saw. I mean, like, Travis Wall, Keith Maiato, Adam Baker there towards the end, especially nose to tail, lap after lap after lap. I mean, trying to get around each other and, doing it clean. So that's definitely cool to see. And it definitely, brings back the racing that you're looking for, So you get to see a real hard race being fought out here. And like you say, you see Travis Wall come out on front, Keith Maiato second, Adam Baker third. So those guys did finish where they were capable of being with the cars that they had. So next week they will be at, let's see, I think I have it here. Yeah, next week they will be at Charlotte for 135 laps, and that will be the final chase round for the round of 12. Then 4 drivers will drop off. They will go to the round of 8. So tune in next week here at 8:45 and watch the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series shoot it out for the final time in this first part of the chase. Let's go over the race summary. We had 7 lead changes. Travis Wall does come out your winner tonight with 57 laps led. We had 2 cautions and 135 lap total race here, so it definitely was a good run. Let's look at our results. We have Travis Wall, your winner. Keith Maiato finishes in second. Adam Baker takes home third. Lupa Gonzalez does finish fourth. Joe Mitchell will take fifth. David Howard Jr. does finish sixth. Jim Locking seventh. Aaron Riley eighth. Chris Samard ninth. David Gainforth 10th. Billy Howard will finish 11th. Jeff Glockner will finish 12th. Brian Neff finishes 13th. Len McNeese 14th. Dean Viney 15th. Paul Cullen will take home 16th. Timothy Lewis 17th. And Jay Dubuque is scored for 18th here tonight. And we'll look one more time at how the chase grid is set. You see Keith Maiato is locked into round number 2. And we'll have to go to Charlotte to see if any other drivers get, who's going to guarantee to lock in and who the 4 drivers are that are going to drop off. So hope you enjoyed it. Thursday night we will be, which is tomorrow night, we'll be live on PBR Broadcasting with Stephen Parks. And it'll be 145 laps here at Dover in the Lazy Days Racing Cup Series. And that is the final round, chase for round 1. 4 drivers in the bottom 4 will not make it from the round of 16 to the round of 12. You want to see a good race tomorrow night? Tune in with PBR Broadcasting with Stephen Parks right here at 8:45. And you'll probably see a repeat of tonight because a lot of these same drivers are going to be in that race. So tune in for that. And then don't forget on Sunday night, the SoMo Garage at 9 o'clock Eastern for 1 hour with Aaron Riley, Joe Mitchell, and myself. We all talk about racing, sim racing, iRacing, league racing, NASCAR racing. We're going to have a special guest on, Joe White from OSRnetwork.com. Going to come on and talk to us about broadcasting and the sim racing community. So should be a pretty good show next Sunday. And Tim, I do appreciate you coming out here tonight, man. Definitely nice to have some company out here and have somebody help call the race.
Yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you having me up here. It's a lot of fun being involved and seeing the different perspectives of how these things are done. It's definitely a good time. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, man. Hopefully I can try and grab you again next week. We'll see if we can line it up. But until then, man, I do appreciate it. And stay safe. And stay safe, everybody. And we'll see you next week.